Hi there, my name is Ariana Arcega. I'm a commercial new logo sales manager here at Outreach, and today I'm going to show you how I use the platform to coach my team. So as you can see here, I land on the team activity report. This gives me in real time the activity from my team in terms of how many prospects that they've added to sequence, how many calls they've made, and their overdue tasks. So I pay extra attention to their overdue tasks for long-term coaching. You can look at the outbound calls and prospects added to see how productive they're being during the day. But if I want to think of big picture in terms of where they're sitting and how they're getting to their goals, I'm going to pay attention to overdue tasks. So anything over 30 overdue tasks can be alarming. It raises an alarm bell for me to look and see what the rest of their activity looks like and where I can find their gaps. From here, I'm going to then look at email sentiment. So you come over to the team performance report and pull up the email sentiment. When I think about coaching, I think about 4 specific pillars of coaching. Are they focused on the right tasks? Are they talking to the right people? Are they saying the right thing in email? And are they saying the right thing on the phone? You've covered the first pillar when you look at the overdue tasks. How many overdue tasks do they have? And if they have an alarming amount. The second piece is, are they talking to the right people? So you find that by looking through the email objections. You can filter this for any sort of time or any team. I'm gonna just change this to last 3 months. You really want to pay extra attention to the objections. The objections are going to give you a couple different key other alarm bells potentially. So the way Outreach has this split up is it is going to bucket the objection type into one of these. Already has a solution, bad timing, no reason, other reason, and not the right person. Paying attention to no reason, other reason, and not the right person is going to give you an indication that potentially they're not sequencing the right people. And as you know, if they're saying the right thing to the wrong people all day, they're never going to win. You can also see a snapshot here of what their persona is. Are these the personas and the people that you are asking your team to engage with? Yes or no? Leading you to the third pillar, are they saying the right thing in email? So everything is already laid out here. You can click straight into it and it'll take you through the whole correspondence. You can see how the messaging was started, what sequences they used, and if it's in fact the right messaging for the right person. Now at each point in each of these 4 pillars, you can stop and coach to that specific pillar. But if you need to keep going, then you keep going. So the last piece is, are they saying the right thing on the phone? Coming over to calls, you can see the overview of how many calls they've made and what their answered rate is, how much time they've spent on the phone, and the average duration of the call. But what's really going to give you an indication of if they're saying the right thing on the phone are the dispositions. So when you look through the dispositions, you can see for a specific rep, or if you want to look over the whole team to notice any sort of concerning trends, looking to see what's standing out, what is an alarming percentage. I can see here through the dispositions, this specific person has a very high number of prospects requesting a call back. Is this because they're maybe having trouble overcoming objections? Do they need to be coached on how to overcome prospects saying to call back at a different time? Or maybe we need to look at when they're calling and potentially change the time of their calls. Going through the rest of this, it can help you understand where the team lies as a whole, as well as specific needs per person. The last piece of this puzzle is Kaya. So coming over into Kaya, you can do several different things here with coaching. Team Trends is one of my favorite reports. This is going to give you average talk time. It's going to let you know the average questions asked, how long they're monologuing, and their pause length. This becomes really important when you're taking reps from good to great. So how long are they talking for? How long are they monologuing for? If they're on the phone, they probably don't need to be talking or information dumping for that long. How many questions are they asking? You can track this specifically week over week if you know that they need to increase the amount of questions that they ask prospects. It's all right here without you having to listen and count manually. And then you can go into also our coaching cards. Here you can listen to specific calls and then give specific feedback and ratings to each call. So again, you're not having to manually write things down, keep it an outside document. It's all in one spot at one time, answering questions and leaving feedback that is given to the rep. So that's how I use outreach to follow the 4 pillars of coaching and how to coach my reps and fill any sort of gaps.